Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Arnold Schwarzenegger slams president's pardon of Chrisleys. Superstar and former California governor Arnold Schwarzenegger is slamming President Trump's pardon of Todd and Julie Chrisley. He was recently asked about his feelings regarding this, and he did not hold back. So what did the Terminator have to say? Keep reading for more details. Arnold Schwarzenegger slams president's pardon. Action fans know Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator and from films like Total Recall and True Lies. Yet he was also the governor of California from 2003 to 2011. In his life, he has had his own scandal. He had an affair with a member of their home staff, Mildred Patricia Patty Baina. This resulted in a son, Joseph Baina, who strikes an eerie resemblance to his dad. Joseph went on to shake it on DWTS and quickly became a fan favorite. As for Arnold, he is back in the public eye and making his way around the public circuit. He recently appeared on WWHL, where he talked about the Chrisleys. They were pardoned by President Donald Trump in May 2025 and released within 24 hours. Since that happened, many followers are happy that this happened. Fans felt their punishment was far too harsh, and it was the best thing. Others think that they should have had to serve their sentence, given that they were convicted. However, Arnold is not thrilled with the pardon and made that known. Andy Cohen played a game with Arnold called Maybe or Hasta La Vista, Baby. It was all pop culture related, and if Arnold liked it, he said maybe. Yet, if it was a no-go, he said the latter. When it came to Todd and Julie Chrisley, he responded to them being pardoned with Hasta La Vista, Baby. It did not go much further than that, but it was clear he did not care for what went down. Todd and Julie left their respective facilities and have gone on to continue filming a reality series with their family. Furthermore, Todd has constantly been in the spotlight, showing up for press conferences and such. Good or bad idea? Regardless of whether the pardon was a good or bad idea, Todd and Julie Chrisley are free. She is lying very low this time, and when she stepped out, there were questions about her mental health. Fans have said she looks dead in the eyes and has gone through obvious trauma. Todd, on the other hand, is living his best life and is not looking back. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who lived publicly for decades, seems to think the Chrisleys should still be locked up. President Donald Trump likely does not care what he has to say or how he feels, and that is fine. In a fiery and unexpected outburst that sent shockwaves through political and entertainment circles alike, former California governor and action icon Arnold Schwarzenegger has publicly slammed the President of the United States for issuing a controversial pardon to reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley. This isn't leadership. It's lunacy, Schwarzenegger declared during an impromptu press conference outside Gold's Gym in Venice Beach, his signature cigar clenched between his fingers. We're supposed to be a country of laws, not a country of reality TV forgiveness. What message does this send to hard-working Americans who play by the rules? The Chrisleys, stars of Chrisley Knows Best, have been serving prison sentences for tax evasion, bank fraud, and conspiracy. Their case had made national headlines, not only for the scale of the crime, but for the family's unrelenting denial of wrongdoing, flashy lifestyle, and social media theatrics even after sentencing. So when the president signed the executive order granting the duo a full and immediate pardon last Friday afternoon, reactions ranged from confused to furious. But no one was quite expecting the Terminator to step in. Don't be weak. Arnold, dressed in a fitted flex, don't cheat, tee, and aviators, addressed a growing crowd of reporters as he warmed up for a biceps workout. You know, when I was governor of California, I reviewed clemency petitions with care, real people, desperate situations, not folks with podcasts and private jets who think the law is a suggestion. He raised his hand in a signature Schwarzenegger gesture, slicing the air. This pardon? It's not strength. It's weakness. Weakness for celebrity. Weakness for ratings. It's a joke, not justice. Schwarzenegger, who has remained largely apolitical in recent years, said he could not stay silent, watching the country spiral into what he described as an entertainment circus. He added with a chuckle that didn't reach his eyes. Do we give Oscars to people who rob banks now? Do we let Vin Diesel speed out of jail because Fast and Furious 12 needs a villain? Social media eruption. Arnold's comments triggered an immediate tsunami on social media. Hashtags like hashtag Chrisley pardon, hashtag Arnold's president, and hashtag justice terminated began trending on X within hours. Savannah Chrisley, daughter of Todd and Julie, clapped back in an Instagram story. Respectfully, Mr. Schwarzenegger, you don't know my parents. You've never sat at our dinner table or seen how our faith kept us strong through everything. Maybe you should focus on making another kindergarten cop before you come for my family. That only added fuel to the fire. Arnold responded with a simple X post. I don't need to sit at your table. I saw the receipts and the prison sentences. This isn't about faith, it's about fraud. Inside the White House reaction, White House Press Secretary Linda Corbin addressed the backlash during the daily briefing. The president stands by his decision. The Chrisleys have shown growth, accountability, and rehabilitation during their time incarcerated. The pardon is consistent with the administration's broader commitment to second chances. When a reporter asked about Schwarzenegger's criticism, Corbin smiled tightly. The former governor is entitled to his opinion, but the president was elected to lead, not to win bodybuilding competitions. Still, insiders report that the president wasn't prepared for the full force of Schwarzenegger's condemnation. According to a senior aide, there was yelling. A lot of yelling. Someone said, "Why is Conan the Barbarian torching our agenda?" It got tense. Hollywood chimes and other celebrities have begun choosing sides. Rob Lowe, a longtime friend of Arnold's, posted, "Arnold is right. This country is becoming a rerun of its worst moments. Justice shouldn't be available via streaming subscription." Meanwhile, Andy Cohen, Bravo host and TV mogul, tweeted, "The Chrisleys served their time, paid the price, and deserve grace. We love a redemption arc." Even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson broke his usually diplomatic silence with a cryptic Instagram post. Real strength isn't in lifting weights, it's in standing for something bigger than your ego. Fans were divided over whether it was aimed at Arnold, the president, or both. Todd and Julie speak. Todd Chrisley, calling from a secure line at a Tennessee halfway house, issued a statement through his publicist. "We are grateful to the president for his compassion. We have repented, we have grown, and we are ready to continue living as beacons of hope and faith." Julie Chrisley added in a separate message, "This isn't about celebrity, it's about second chances. God forgives. Why can't Arnold?" In response, Arnold posted a video doing overhead presses with the caption, "God may forgive. I do reps instead. What's next?" Political analysts are already dissecting whether Schwarzenegger's outspoken stance is a signal of something bigger. Could he be testing the waters for another political run? A 2028 independent bid? An activist movement to reform presidential pardon powers? When asked directly, he smirked. "I'm not running, but I'm not staying silent either. I've seen what happens when people don't speak up. I lived it growing up in Austria. We don't need strongmen. We need strong values." He paused, then added with a steely glare, "And by the way, if you're pardoning people who defraud the country, you're not draining the swamp, you're filling it with champagne." Whether you agree with Arnold or not, one thing's for sure, the battle between celebrity justice and common sense just got its most vocal and most muscular warrior. And, in his words,